We would like you to meet 9-year-old Leland Wicks, who was born with Treacher Collins syndrome, a condition which features in the new Hollywood movie Wonder, starring Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson.
Well, just like the main character, Leland also suffers cruel taunts at the hands of school bullies for the way he looks. Well, Leland joins us now, along with his dad, Andy. He was also born with the same condition, and his mum, Samantha. Welcome to all of you. It's lovely to have you here today. So tell me, first of all, Andy, what is the syndrome? Treacher Collins?
Treacher Collins syndrome. It's a facial bone disorder. You can have different severities. There's all sorts of severe, moderate.
Yeah.
I'm quite lucky I was born with next to no deformities. With Leland, he was born with microtia of the left ear, hair lip, soft palate, and obviously had no middle ear canal on his left-hand side, so he had to have a Baha retract fitted when he was 6 years old as well.
Okay.
Well, it's a very rare genetic condition, and when you met, you knew there was a 50% chance that it might get passed on.
Yeah.
But that didn't stop you having your lovely children.
No, of course not.
And Callum was your firstborn, with you two together, and he was born and he didn't have the condition
No.
at all.
No, not at all.
And Leland, you didn't know about Leland until
No.
after he was born, so all the scans all showed up absolutely clear, but on the moment he was born, you knew.
We knew, but it didn't change anything straight away. It
No,
was,
why would it?
no.
And it always amazes me how cruel people can be, even initially when he was in the pram.
Yeah, he walking down the street, people used to stare,
And
say
say
things.
how ugly he was.
Oh,
and
God.
Into the pram.
yeah.
People are
That's just
thick, aren't
so
they? I mean, what an
wicked.
extraordinary thing to do.
To me, it didn't bother me. It just went over my head.
Yeah.
Sam took it to heart and
Yeah,
struggled with it.
Well, also because for you knew what this was like. You've already lived your life. You've already lived your childhood. You know what those kids are like in the playground.
Yeah, I was the first one to take the mick out myself, so they couldn't get me. I was called rat face and things like that.
Oh.
It's,
Leland, what's school like for you? And I know that they act very quickly if there are any issues. The school is absolutely brilliant, but what's it been like?
Good.
Difficult? Sometimes? Yeah. You've got broken fingers here, and why has he got broken fingers?
He was pushed over in the playground.
but it was an accident. It wasn't.
It
It was no malice, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And so, as a family, then, because there's lots of love in your family unit is what keeps you all going. What is it that you have said then as parents to Leland to help him through all of this and to help him with those bullies in the playground?
Is ignore him. Ignore him. And if he has got a problem, go and speak to a teacher.
Yeah.
But I've always brought him up to. We take the mick out of each other, and that's how we deal with it that way. It's like with his ear, his granddad's. He's chunky. Leland's my little chunky monkey, and we call him Chunky Monkey. But what's your granddad's nickname for you?
Fat boy one ear.
Fat Boy One Ear, and he loves it, and that's his relationship with his granddad is brilliant with that.
Yeah.
So because he knows people can't take the mick, then because he
owns it.
He owns it. He'll go and say, well, that's me.
And so how do you deal with it when you're at school with anyone?
Oh, I'm having a paint now.
Does it make you sad? It does make you sad.
Yeah, some days he doesn't want to go to school.
Yeah. And so you say you can deal with that, and obviously you have quite a robust way of dealing with this between the two of you, which will shock some people, but that's the way you cope with it. It's harder for you, isn't it?
As a mum, yeah, because I see it all the time. But with Leland, obviously Andy goes to work, so I take Leland to school and pick him up, and he'll come home, oh, a certain person, or I've been picked on today. And, you know, Leland is my little boy, and nothing will ever change Leland. It's very hard.
And half of this is ignorance, really. Ignorance of the condition, ignorance of what it's like, and all of those things. And that is why, actually, this film, Wonder, is brilliant.
Amazing.
It's amazing, and there's parts of the story which I can pick up on and I relate to, and there's parts of the story which I know Leland will relate to. He started reading the book. He's not got far through it.
He got a bit sad last night reading it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
It upset him a little bit.
Because it recognised so much of himself in the story. Yeah.
Well, it's not out yet, although I mean I think we're about to tell you something that we find quite interesting if you do want to see it. But you're going to go as a family and watch it.
Yeah, all of us are.
Good.
Yeah.
And Leland, thank you for coming in today.
You've got your wristband, Leland.
Yeah,
Be
nice.
kind.
I'll be
If
kind.
only
wristbands
everybody
on.
was a bit more kind, right? We wouldn't even have to be sitting here having this conversation, don't you think?
It's lovely to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much indeed.